What's going on, everybody? Resale Rabbit here, and I am in, oh crap. Okay, 1 second. All right, slight little detour. I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere, but now we've finally made it to, you have got to be kidding me. I think there's something wrong with my GPS. All right, third time's a charm, maybe? Hopefully. Well, hopefully this is it. We're here! I'm so excited! Finally! As long as I just keep walking, not getting back in the car, I know I'll be in the right place. Oh, come on! What in the name of Steve Rakin is happening here? I think my GPS is broken. We'll get there eventually. Folks, don't buy your GPS units from thrift stores. Apparently, they don't work. You guys, I have no idea what's going on here. The thing starts tomorrow. I have limited time to get there, and I keep making wrong turns. I don't know. Maybe I'll just walk into the desert and hope for the best. Would you believe it? I finally made it. I'm on the Las Vegas Strip right now. I recommend getting a better GPS. Anyways, I'm here in Las Vegas for eBay Open, and I'm super excited because this is the first time in 6 years that they've done it in person. It's also the 30th anniversary of eBay, so I bet there's gonna be some great swag, and you know how much I love swag. If you wanna see everything that I did today and why I was in Utah, in California, and Arizona, you'll have to check out the other channel. I've been doing a couple of travel vlogs here and there on the other channel. There's a link down below for it. Definitely check that out. I know I just did a whole travel series going through the Midwest, and you guys seem to like it. So if you want to see more of that, definitely check that out. They are the classic low production, high rambling vlogs that you can come to expect from Resale Rabbit, just on a different channel, I guess. I've even got a fancy mic, which I'm using from time to time. Hopefully this turns out. So anyways, it is like 10 o'clock at night. I have not eaten yet today. It's like 140 degrees out here. I need to get some food and get to bed because we've got a busy 3 days of conference coming up. So it's the next morning. Registration opens in about an hour, so I'm gonna head down there. But I didn't give you a hotel room tour, which I normally do. I did on the other channel. So it's very echoing here. There's something else I want to talk about briefly, but I want to wait till I'm in there. So let's start with the room tour. So I am on the 12th floor. We've got a fancy bathroom here. I learned last night there's actually no door on the shower. That's just a glass panel, which that was annoying. I didn't like that. We've got a very weird print that I'm not certain if I can show on YouTube. It looks a little weird. We've got a too low sink and a too high toilet here. Got my shoes over here. That's going into another room. Over here, pretty nice room. I feel like I already did this, and it's weird doing another hotel room tour, but we're all set up here. This is cool. I didn't show this on the video. It was a kiosk to check in, and they actually print you out a thing with instructions on how to get to your room. I've got stickers, the ones available on ResaleRabbit.com, and then the exclusive ones to give away. I did not make special stickers for this event. I even have an eBay pen. I brought that with me because symbolic. I picked this bag up at Walmart the other day because I forgot to bring a small bag that I can carry around, have my tripod and stuff in. So I have that with me, and my Goodwill hat. What else? Got a desk here. I was planning on, so this is what I want to talk about. I was planning on uploading the videos to the other channel daily. Kind of similar how I did in San Francisco last year, but there's one little problem. I don't have a cord to transfer the videos from my phone to my computer. I have 2 phones and 2 phone chargers. This one does nothing. It charges, it won't transfer data, and so this is the one that I would use, but it's just got a USB-C connection, and I don't have that on my computer, just a regular USB, so I can't transfer things. We got a mini bar here. I will not be partaking in any of these. On the other channel, I'm not gonna show you here, but I scanned that. Well, actually, you guys could probably scan it and see how crazy the prices are. If I remember right, this water, I'm not gonna touch it because some of these, if you move it, it charges you. But this water is $16.99. The Gatorade, I think, is around that range too, and it's funny because just, you go out the door,
And, you know, 40, 50 steps down the hall, there's a vending machine where they have these same Gatorades for $3. And it's room temperature. They don't even have a fridge in the room. This was the most expensive item at 35 bucks. The alcohols here were not on the list, so you won't even know what those will cost. My guess is that's a bottle of vodka. I mean, in the store, that's probably a $15 bottle. So I bet that's over $100 here. And the Keurig is also $300. For some reason, that's on the list. I do have a fridge. I mentioned there's no fridge in the room. I called down to the front desk and they brought me a fridge. So I've got my water. I bought that in Utah, so I don't need to pay the Michigan bottle deposit. I've got my Crystal Light. I've got my Christiana pajamas. That way, if any call girls or ladies of the night try to come in here, they'll see I'm taken. And then I couldn't show this on the video because I was planning on doing the videos on the other channel, you know, daily live, and I didn't want to reveal where my room was, but I've got a nice view of the pool here. You can very clearly see where I am from down there. If you come up here, you can see that I'm in the building opposite to that. You can see this and find out what row my room is in, and it probably wouldn't be hard to find out what level my room is in. I wouldn't be shocked if I accidentally revealed 12th floor somewhere in there. So you can't see it, but the next hotel over, probably right on the other side of that building, is the Venetian. And that is where the convention is. I looked into staying there because they had a group rate or whatever, and my God, was it expensive. But anyways, let's get down to the convention floor. It is 11 a.m., 10:58, and registration opens in an hour. So I'll have a little bit of downtime there, but I feel like there are gonna be people hanging out down there. I wanna meet some other resellers. I just realized I definitely need a charger because this also doesn't have USB-Cs, so I guess I'm buying a charger. Also, take a look at my new phone case. Notice the $1.50 thrift store tag. There are reasons for this. Hopefully I don't drop my phone because I don't trust this case. It's not like the OtterBox that I had, but you'll have to check out the other video to find out why I have this case. So I went and scoped out the area last night to try and figure out how to get there. And I remember, I get out to Las Vegas Boulevard, I have to go through the casino and find my way there. That I'm not so sure about. By the way, that's the room with the vending machine. Once I get to Las Vegas Boulevard, I make a right and I go until I see CVS. It's across the street. It'll be on my side of the street. From there, I will make a right, enter the Venetian at that entrance. To get there, I'm passing like 3 or 4 entrances to the Venetian, but I need to go in that particular entrance. Once I get in, I go straight. I will enter the casino in a carpeted area. I need to cross over a tile walkway and then make a right-hand turn on the second tile walkway, and then take that all the way to the conference. It would be nice, there's actually an app for this event. It would be nice if the app had directions to get there. It took me like an hour to find it. I asked multiple security guards and they all pointed me in the wrong direction until the last guy. By the way, my hotel is next to a Starbucks. Also, the exit on Las Vegas Boulevard that I need to take is next to a Starbucks. And the convention is next to a Starbucks. Starbucks is basically my beacon of light. Pizza and beer, or pizza and cake? Which one do you think I chose for dinner last night? That's why I had cake for breakfast this morning. All right, here's the Starbucks. So there is the entrance, or exit. I'm gonna miss this air conditioning. Oh, it's like an oven out here. Man, the women with the feathers and the no pants that like to try and charge you to take pictures, they're relentless. It's nice getting compliments though. She said she liked my shirt. And then tried to put one of those like Hawaiian flower things around my neck. I just kept walking. That's the trick. And I mentioned this on the other video. Don't even break stride, just keep on walking. The Midwest in me does not like doing that because I like to be polite, but you have to. Hey, we got a Walgreens here. So they have them here. They're only 10 bucks. That's not bad, but I don't want one that long. I'm hoping to find a normal size one. $12.99. It's crazy that the 4-foot costs more than the 10-foot. Yes, the long chargers are superior. Hold on. It's hard battling the copyright claims. Anyways, longer ones are superior. They're great, but when I have it on a portable battery, I would rather have a shorter one so I don't have a cord dangling. So this is not the entrance I want, but I'm gonna take this one because it crosses the street, you know, overhead. The
more I think about it, maybe I should have worn the Cristiano pajama pants. That way I don't have pantsless women walking up to me and calling me babe. It would be much better if I wore the Cristiano pajama pants, but if I did that, then I would be somebody wearing pajama pants in public, and I don't want to be one of those people. I love this place so much. Ooh, I got an idea. I'm not married yet. I've got the ring. I will be married in a couple of weeks. But next time a pantsless woman calls me babe, I'm actually going to break stride. I will stop and I will go, I'm married. And just, I want to see the reaction. I wish that's something that I could film, but I don't like just throwing the camera in people's faces. And I feel like that would take away from the potential excitement. Believe it or not, I'm still outside. This doesn't feel like an outside place, but it's outside. Convention and Expo Center, that's where we're going. So I found 3 slips on the ground. People, when they're gambling, they get a slip that they redeem for their cash. But they were all under $1. And the way they get you is they don't give you change. It's only the nearest dollar. So people usually just throw them away. I always check them because one time I found one when I was here in Vegas. I think I was here for ASD or something, and I had a $25 total on it, so I got 25 bucks. Ooh, I see some Packers. So anyways, the joke the whole time, because everybody was gambling and most people were down, they were losing. I kept telling people I was up 25 bucks. Hey, look, a Starbucks. Oh wow, they got another Walgreens here. This is a bit more of a roundabout way. I followed the sign that said towards the convention, and it did not take me there. So I'm back on the street the way that I planned on going, that I was supposed to go. Despite staying at the hotel right next door, this is a weirdly long walk. And yesterday, I think it got up to 112 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. I don't know how Celsius works. 112 degrees Celsius could be frigid cold, or you could be dead. I'm not sure, but I think today is supposed to be pretty comparable. It is very hot out. Bizarre meat. I feel like that's something I would want to try. I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to talk about that. Well, technically they're not talking about it. They just put a big sign up and they put darts to try and confuse you. So maybe that's their way of not talking about it, because now I'm the one talking about it. All right, there's CVS. So I need to enter here. I think up these escalators. All right, now we go straight here, past the carpet. All right, here is the carpet. Cross the first tile path. Okay, there's a Starbucks, so I'm confused, but I should be making a right on the second one. I have to say, I love this dry air. Dry desert boogers are the most satisfying boogers. All right, I'm in the right place. I remembered this last night. Okay, this is telling me to go left, and I don't remember going left. But there it is right there, and there's Starbucks. All right, so it is 11:34 a.m. Let's see how long it takes before someone recognizes me. It took about 10 seconds. I just said it's 11:34. Let's see how long it takes for someone to recognize me. And I got a sup rabbit seconds after I stopped filming. Nice to meet you.
How are you doing?
Good. All right, I am here, but I forgot registration doesn't start till noon. So thankfully doesn't look like there's gonna be much of a line. So I'm just gonna wait the last 25 minutes or so and register soon. Talk about timing on that getting recognized. The only thing that would have made it better is if I didn't stop recording and I got a hey rabbit on video. I'm sure there will be more. I mean, it's an eBay event. I'm sure a large amount of people here know who I am. I'm gonna try and find a bathroom since I got some time to kill. But see, I enjoy being recognized, and it's really easy. Contrary to what you believe, I'm kind of an introvert. Christiana would not agree with that, but I'm not good at just walking up to people and talking to them. So it's nice being on YouTube because other people will walk up to me and talk to me. But it's also nice not being one of those like 100 million subscribed YouTubers where people are like bombarding you. It's a nice little medium area, and that's how I like it. You know, now let's sit down and chat for a minute. So when I walked up to registration, a couple people with eBay merch walked up and told the person, we're with eBay, and they just let them in. I'm wearing an eBay hat. I've got eBay merch. In fact, I also have my eBay pen.
So I could probably get away with that and get in now, but I feel like I don't want to get kicked out. I paid a lot of money to be here, and I am so pumped to be here. There's a viewer of the channel who works for eBay. Hi, Chuck. And he's actually speaking at a couple of things here this week. I'm hoping I'll have a chance to meet up with him, but that might also be my in. Or if I get kicked out, I'll just drop his name. By the way, I usually like to name drop people when I meet them on a video, but I'm terrible with names. I want to say Andrew and Holly, and I really appreciate I really apologize if I mess that up. I am so bad. Like, the second you tell me your name, my brain erases it because it needs to save the space for Brett Favre's stat lines, like 297 consecutive starts, 321 if you can count playoffs. So, yeah, that's what happens to names. My brain just hits the erase button. All right, let's start making our way back. I hope I'm not too lost. I want to see if I can be the first person to register. You know, Donald Trump ruined red hats for us. Please, no political discussion below. I don't care if you like him or if you hate him. You see a red hat, you no longer think, oh, cool, a Badgers fan. You think a Trump supporter. And that's really annoying, because as a Badgers fan, I get excited when I see Badgers gear. As a Packers fan, I get excited when I see Packers gear. And when I see a red hat, my first thought is Wisconsin Badgers. That's not always the case anymore. It's ruined. I try to keep this channel free of politics as much as possible, so I will warn you, I don't delete comments. Even the person who calls me a ripoff on every single video, I don't delete his comments. I only delete comments if they get really vulgar or racist. That happens sometimes. But also, if there ends up like political arguments, I will be deleting those comments, regardless of what side they're on. This is not a political channel. I shouldn't have mentioned anything. All right, there's a lot of people up here. I don't know if I'm gonna be first. I got about 15 minutes. I'm gonna be first. There's like 5 people in front of me in line. I need that jacket. So I am 5th in line. Ooh, what's in the swag bags? Hi. So you know how I've been to events where they had the wrong name and I was Josh for one whole event? So I go to type in my name and last name, first initial, and what comes up is John Dugan, but Jon, spelt wrong. And so I was explaining this to him, and he's like, well, we have to print the badge, and then you have to go to another counter. And then I realized it said New Jersey. There's a completely different John Dugan here. But anyways, the badge is correct, and my goal is to find this other John Dugan. Because, yeah. So I got my swag bag. I am so excited to see what's in here. So first, we've got an eBay Open 2025 water bottle. I have been collecting water bottles from conferences, so this will be a new addition to the collection. We've got stop by our booth in the expo hall once every day to enter a free Hulkin bag filled with shipping supplies, and they'll ship it. It's from my reseller, Jeannie. They've got really good pens. I've got a bunch of their pens, and I use them all the time. I have no idea what Octiva is, but apparently I can scan it and find out. We've got feeling lucky. I don't think I have anything to scratch with. Let's find out how lucky I am here. Is this gonna scratch? There we go. I get 30% off a wireless printer from Rollo. I think the code is just such a generic code. So I think everybody gets this. And we've got terms and conditions for eBay Open. There's a box in here that I'm waiting to do last. We've got, let's see, a $30 discount from the eBay Open merch store. I am excited to use that. eBay Open pin card. Grab a limited edition eBay Open Vegas pin at every booth. Interesting. Collect the whole set as you make your rounds. I am so excited about that. And then it's like a little punch card, so they only give you one each time. And one is already punched, so I'm guessing that's in the bag. And then we've got eBay Open custom shirt. I get one shirt, valid for a few days here for an eBay Open 2025 shirt. And this must be the pin, maybe? eBay seller capital. Very cheap label on here. Oh, open. This is one of those boxes that's really tough to open. I don't think this is the pin, though. What is this? What is this? Oh, this is so cool. It's a little phone stand. So we get an eBay phone stand. This is really neat. I will absolutely use this. Christiana has a phone stand like this on her desk, and I'm always very envious of it. And now it's eBay. But I'm confused because this is already punched, and I never got a pin. I don't think there's anything else left in this bag. Wait a minute. Right here, open 2025 or open 25 pin. So that is the swag bag. I'm gonna try and stuff this all in my duffel bag so I don't need to carry this around. But technically, I think the show floor doesn't open until 3, so I've got a little bit of time. I might run back to the room and drop this stuff off. By the way, I'm prepared. I've got my tripod and my mic set. I've never been this prepared before. So the pins are a punch card, but I'm gonna try probably towards the end and start asking if they've got any extras they can give me so I can send them to you guys. So undecided on how I will do that, but I've got addresses of whenever somebody mails me a gift or something, I save the address. So I could do that. So you might get a random surprise. It could be people who buy from me, you know, in the auction or on eBay or something like that. I'll just throw one in the box. Undecided. I could just ask people for addresses. I would like to take this time to point out, I will not ask you to pay for shipping or anything if I give you one of these. A lot of times there's scammers who will pretend to be me and say, hey, you've won, just pay shipping. I'm not gonna ask that. Maybe if you're international, but I might just say I'm not gonna ship it overseas. Although it's small enough or it might be cheap enough, undecided there. So if someone is pretending to be me and they ask you to pay for shipping or pay import fees or I don't know, whatever the scam is, just assume it's not me then. Because if I get extra pins and give them away, I'm just gonna give them away. You won't pay a dime. I won't need your credit card information, nothing. So the goals for today are twofold, or for this trip are twofold. Number one, I need to collect all the pins. Number two, I need to find the other John Dugan from New Jersey. That is all that I know. His name is John Dugan, and it's the inferior spelling of John, but the correct spelling of Dugan, there's only one G. And he's from New Jersey. That is all that I know. It's gonna be weird when I show him my badge and say, hey, we have the same name, but mine's spelt correctly. There may be more goals as we go on, but so far, those are the two goals for this event. Those two things. Hopefully we can do it. So, I just learned something about eBay. I bumped into a couple of people from that auction that I go to, and I don't know if they know that I have a YouTube channel, so I didn't just put the camera in their face, but I was chatting with them. Here's a funny thing. They told me that all of the auction is today, I think, and they told me that all of the heavy hitters from the auction are here, so pallets are probably going to go super cheap today or tomorrow, whenever the auction is. Anyways, he asked me if I have eBay Concierge, which apparently you needed to have the Anchor store, which is like $350 a month or something, if I remember correctly. And I said, no, I don't have that. And he said, it's invite only. It's like the Amex Black Card. It's hard to get in. We were talking about it, and he showed me on his phone, he's got a link where eBay can call you. And I'm like, that looks really familiar. So I pulled up on my phone. I actually have eBay Concierge. I did not know I had that. I don't remember ever being notified that I have that. So that's kind of cool. I just spent like 45 minutes chatting with the founders of cross-listing software. And I mean, they kind of seem like the same as every other cross-listing software, but it's nice to talk to the founders. It's a new company, so I was kind of giving them ideas on what can set them apart and so on and so forth. If they follow through with some of my ideas, I feel like I will want to utilize this particular software because I don't use cross-listing softwares for a whole bunch of reasons. But it's super cool just chatting with people, and that's the best part of conferences. But most of the time I'm chatting with other resellers. It's interesting chatting with someone who's on the other side, because usually when you're talking to the vendors, they're trying to sell you something, and they didn't once try to sell me something. They gave me a bag with their logo, but no trying to get me to buy anything or That was kind of nice. We were chatting about real estate prices mostly because they live in San Francisco and I live in the opposite of San Francisco, at least as far as real estate costs. And I think I found another entrance that's closer. I'm heading back to the hotel to drop off all this swag bag stuff because I don't want to load. This backpack is full. It's 1:15. The show opens at 3, which is weird because registration started at noon. So it's a little bit closer, not much. I gotta go in this grand staircase by the Fight Club sign. But that's CVS, so that light is where I was turning to get in. I would like to find, there's gotta be a better way. I'd like to find something where I'm mostly inside getting there because it is oven out here. Someone's stuff is just getting soaked. One thing I wanna do, I'm gonna head back to the room. I laid down, or head back to the conference. I'm in the room. I laid down for a little bit, watched an episode of Wife Swap. I love cheesy early 2000s reality shows. A lot of people might not know that, but it is 2:23. I want to time how long it takes me to get over there from the room. That way I can plan things. The keynote starts at 3. It's an hour and a half. And then the expo floor opens at 4:30 when the keynote's done. So let's time how long it takes to get over there. I actually took another minute, so it's 25 after the hour. My God, I can't get over how hot out it is. Well, I'm making great time. I found a much faster way in. And I think I'm close. So I was normally coming in that way and going. I came in from the other way. I forgot to mention when I was in line for registration, I was talking to just a couple of eBay sellers. Just a couple of eBay sellers. Nobody famous like me. It's funny because I'm not famous. Anyways, so someone walked up to me who was outside of the line and said they were super excited to see me and asked if I'm going to be speaking at this one. I said, no, I'm not speaking. I'm just an attendee. And the people who were standing next to me I was talking to were like, who is this guy?
Of the year. I actually started working at eBay in 2001 and came back 5 years ago as our CEO. And these events, being here with all of you, is part of the reason why I came back to eBay. And we've come a long way. I'm excited to celebrate our 30-year birthday with all of you. Those of you that are watching online, if you've been selling on the platform for more than 5 years, stay standing. So if 5 years or more, stay standing. All right, we didn't lose that many people. Okay, how about 10 years or more, stay standing. Everybody else take a seat. If you've been on eBay for 10 years. Wow, that's impressive. All right, let's do it. 15 years, please stay standing. If you've been selling on eBay for more than 15 years. Jordan Sweeten, I love it. All right, a big one. If you've been selling on eBay for more than 20 years, please stay standing.
Earlier this year, we launched a shopping assistant to a select group of our buyers, and we've been getting a lot of great feedback. So more to come on that. It's really exciting. And also earlier this year, we launched Shop the Look. And I've been talking to a few of our fashion and apparel sellers who have been telling me all about how AI and Shop the Look can really make the buyer experience with these categories that are highly visual, super fun and inspiring.
Thank you. We are starting to roll out this week, integrating all of your offer statuses into your message experience so you can see everything in one place. And without further ado, I'm so thrilled to announce that we are going to be introducing cost of goods. This tool will help you track how much you pay for them, and so when you sell those products, you can track your profit or your loss. And this is something actually a lot of our sellers have been doing for years, but they have to do it outside of eBay. So
Is because a lot of people that start out to build a business on eBay don't write a business plan to say I'm going to go build a business on eBay. They just start with a single listing, or they needed money, or they started a side hustle, and they turn that into a job, a passion project into a livelihood. That lead from let me just try this to now this is what I do for a living. So we have 3 incredible sellers that I get to interview today. Those of you that have known me around eBay since 2001 know that my favorite thing is to talk to sellers, hear their stories, hear what eBay's doing well, and importantly what eBay can do better to help them. So please welcome 3 awesome sellers, Kathy, Jerome, and Renee and Casey.
If you don't know, my background is I'm a professional performing artist. I'm an actress. I've performed on films. I've performed off-Broadway, off-Broadway, also television, soap operas, commercials, voiceovers, and I was an on-air product presenter on a major shopping channel.
So my grandmother, I mean, she is definitely my inspiration. My earliest memories of her trade was nursing, but her passion was thrifting and reselling. And I can recall whenever we were younger, she would have garage sales in her neighborhood. And we were the marketing department, me and my siblings, so we would hold up garage sale sign, pointing people to the driveway, and it was so fun because she lived in a lower economic area, and so people would flock to her driveway and be able to purchase like the name brand stuff for a very reasonable price, and that was just etched in my memory. And you know, fast forward a few years, and I'm working at the university in the corporate setting. I'm in a procurement and supply chain. And you know, I just wasn't fulfilled. The job itself was fine, but I knew that there was more for me.
Renee, people may recognize you from Storage Wars, but I know. Okay, I've got some fans in the audience. But I know you started, selling way before that. I think you started in the 90s. Is that right?
Probably in the 90s. I've never had a real job in my life except for television. And I hated it because people tell me what to do. But we're buying and selling the entire time way before eBay. Then in the 90s, we got the thing called the World Wide Web. And bam, eBay popped up. A graphic user interface to sell your items. All you had to do is list an item, put it in a 7-day auction, take a couple of pictures. Back then, we used to have competitions with fancy descriptions, right? And 7 days later, the checks would just start coming in.
We're grateful that you would come spend a couple of days here with us in Las Vegas. Before you head out, I have a small thank you waiting for you. A token of appreciation for taking the time to come here and learn more about eBay, interact with each other, and interact with employees. In celebration of our 30th anniversary this year, we're giving each of you a $300 eBay gift card.
That applause was probably for me because I'm the famous one here, right? Oh, I'm getting in line for food. So we've got an Asian chicken burger and a pub slider here. So many people are recognizing me, it's awesome. So I have stories, but there's music back there and copyright, which is making it very difficult to film. So a guy walks up to me and says he's a huge fan. And so we took a picture, and then someone else showed up and took a group picture, a couple of pictures, and we're just talking. And I wanted to, pull out my phone and start filming with the music. And then I look at his name badge because I saw he had a GoPro. It's Wade, Wade's Ventures. I didn't even recognize him. So that's a little embarrassing. Oh, I also bumped into Mike from Mike, so hard to say this fast, Mike Metco Meetups. You might remember him from Omaha. And who else did I? There were so many people. So I'm sure you will be seeing some of them throughout this video. Oh, and someone also told me that they were certain they saw Steve Rakin here. And so I figured it'd look cool, pull out my phone. Oh, I'll text him and find out. And he hasn't responded to me yet. Clearly, I'm not cool enough to get a text back from Steve Rakin. They have a museum. How in the world did they get this? Oh, this is a replica of the millionth item sold. Now, where can I get one of those? This is so cool. I have that game. I want this jacket. Who's gonna buy a yacht on eBay? Mitch is closing the auction tonight. And it's only his second time ever doing it. The first time was when my flight from Atlanta was delayed, and so I wasn't able to be here for it. So I keep having to check my phone just in case he calls. Why do I have a feeling if this is like a TV show or a movie, the guy that I keep bumping into with the eBay jacket, he's the John Dugan I'm looking for. I should probably go talk to him. Does this make me a sponsor? Oh, this is the custom shirt. So it really is going to be custom.
Oh yeah.
All right, they're closing up. I'm about to get the boot, but I met with a bunch of eBay people, a bunch of resellers. It's a ton of fun. Now that it's quiet, I can actually get the camera out.
Are we on YouTube?
We're gonna be on YouTube. I have to edit it. But I just want to say thanks for all the introductions. She walked me around, introduced me to a whole bunch of people, and that was awesome.
And you are looking at, hopefully, because I don't know if I can say that. Hopefully you got a new eBay content.
Hopefully.
At Resale Rabbit.
We'll see.
Yes.
So I was so busy talking to people, I only ended up with 2 pins, but I've got 2 more days to get them, so I'll get that going for me. I was chatting with another eBay employee who watches the channel, and apparently Chuck, the eBay employee that I know of that watches it, is the one who recommended me. So I guess my channel is getting passed around eBay internally, which is kind of cool. I really enjoy this. I just wish the music was quieter so I could do the filming and talk to people. I guess I can get the microphone out, but it doesn't work all that well because there's a big receiver that attaches to the side of the phone, which doesn't make it easy to hold it up and film. I'm gonna see if maybe the shopping area is open. They've got a merch area here. I think they're closing up. No luck. So I'm gonna head back to the hotel and drop some of this stuff off, and if I remember some more stories from in there, I will tell you. I feel like this is worse than my normal videos because it's all just me telling stories of what happened, but I'm dropping this off, and then Jameson, who lives in town, wants to meet up, so we'll see what he's up to. I swear for how slow some people walk, I don't get it. If you actually sat down and calculated how much your vacation costs per minute, you'd walk a lot faster. Got to utilize every bit of those minutes. So I'm just kind of wandering around down here. I'm over by my favorite part,
It's got all the little shops and restaurants. Okay, this is weird. I swear the temperature just dropped like 20 degrees. It's quite comfortable here. I think they're air conditioning the outside. Like I am outdoors. I'm pretty sure they're air conditioning this area somehow. They absolutely are. This post behind me here, as soon as you walk past that, it drops like 20 or 30 degrees. It's really weird. Usually this is a stop for me right here. Here's my taste of Wisconsin and Las Vegas. So I am going to find a gift shop because I think this would be a good time to do postcards. So I am going to, I think I saw one over here in the air conditioned area. We'll get those, head back to the room, get those. Apparently there's like a mixer tonight. And I was not aware of that, so I didn't go. But people might be meeting up afterwards. So now that I have a charger, I can get to the room and actually edit that video, get the postcards written out, get some business done. There we go. So I got the postcards. I went with these. They're a little different. I've sent so many Las Vegas postcards, so it's nice to have something a little bit different. Hold on, music. So this little alley district area, I'm apparently very recognizable here because one time when I was here, I don't even know if it was for a conference. I was here and someone said, Resale Rabbit? And it was a viewer who was excited to meet me. I'm always excited to meet the viewers. Hold on, more music. And they just, I don't know if you heard the screeching tires. So anyways, they had, I'm married, sorry. So anyways, she said me too and showed me her ring. Anyways, so the, I lost my train of thought. The viewer wasn't here for a conference or anything, just happened to recognize me there. Oh, this is so nice. They've got the misting things up here. So anyways, just now, this is a very long drawn out thing. Just now I was walking through there and I heard once again, Resale Rabbit? And so I turned around and it was Jack, who is a viewer. Shout out to Jack. We had a long conversation and he gave me an idea for a video, which you will soon see. I'm not gonna give any details. But we sat and chatted for a while, and I love meeting viewers, and it's, I don't know, it feels like it's a little overwhelming here because there are so many of them, but it's not quite to that point where I'm annoyed yet. I'm still really enjoying it. So if you guys ever see me in public, whether it's at an event or just wandering around town, definitely tap on my shoulder, say hi. Assuming I'm not busy, I will sit and have a conversation. I'm a talker, I will talk for a while. If I'm busy, I will let you know and say, hey, I gotta run, I gotta do this. But it's one of the best parts about being on YouTube. My favorite, hands down. Also, I'm really glad I got that on video, but I hope she didn't show up on video because I wanted to show the reaction too. But she was completely topless and I'm not that good at editing things out on videos. I love this place so much. You don't need to drink or gamble to enjoy Vegas. See that guy behind me? I don't know what he did. It's an old guy with a walker. And I just overheard security telling him, okay, so just so you know, you're not allowed to be in here again. He did something. And that is the second time I saw someone being ejected here. You know you really screwed up when you do something so bad that you get kicked out of a place in Sin City. I just realized I've been touching my room key here. I'm supposed to be touching it here, and it's worked every time. I tested it by not even waving the room key. I just pushed the button and it worked. I thought it was weird because it doesn't look like a sensor to touch your room key. And so I just tried pushing the button and it worked. And that's when I noticed the sensor was actually on the bottom of all the buttons. I have not been doing anything this whole time I've been here. I don't know why the Wi-Fi isn't showing up on my computer. No Wi-Fi. It shows up on my phones just fine. So I got hungry, so I went back to the pizza cake. I don't remember if that was this video or the other video, but there's a restaurant here that their shtick is they sell pizza and they sell cake. And it's called Pizza Cake. That's a play on words, it's pizza cake. I'm just now realizing that. Anyways, this whole place is playing the same music. So anyways, I bumped into Sean, who also got ghosted by Jameson tonight. So we hung out and chatted for a little bit, and he reminded me of the seller clinic, which is something that they're doing where they'll look at your eBay store and you have to schedule it and everything. And I scheduled this months ago. Mine is at 8:30 tomorrow morning. So I am not going to be editing a video tonight. I need to go to bed because I have a very early morning tomorrow. I got breakfast at 7. It starts at 7. And I have to be there right when it starts because 8:30 is my thing. So anyways, that's where I'm gonna leave it. This video is gonna be really long, so I decided to split this up into several days. So I will see you guys in the next video for part 2.